Hello, future homeowners. Welcome to The Fearless Home Buyer, a guide to a confident and successful home purchase Homebuyer series. So, the objectives to this series is to provide strategies, tools, and information that will ultimately eliminate the fear and anxiety of purchasing a home. What I want to do is just make sure that when you're ready to go, you don't have all of those stress and all of those anxieties that come with the anticipation of what can happen when you go to finance your home and do the application, and even from search to getting to the closing table. I want to eliminate that. Now, you'll find that you're going to see a lot online invitations to homebuyer webinars, homebuyer seminars, and quite frankly, they can be overwhelming and can leave you with so many questions. What I want to do is rethink the homebuyer seminar series, where I just focus on things that are going to help relieve that stress and give you all the information that you need in just the right amounts to help you move forward. So this is a 4-part series. It is going to include budget prep, credit profile, lender financing, and from search to closing. Now, if you haven't watched it already, I've already sent out the budget prep seminar, the video. So make sure that you take a look at that. Today, we're going to focus on the credit profile prep. So if you've gone through the previous video, part 1, which is the budget prep, then you have already taken care of understanding your income and expenses to get ready for the application for mortgage financing. So the next thing you want to do is you want to focus on your credit profile. You want to know your scores and what is on your credit report, because that is one of the big pieces of the loan application, and making sure you get qualified, pre-approved, and move all the way through the lending process to the closing table and getting those keys to your new home. So just a couple of things here. We talked a little bit previously in the video about some quotes that I want to share. For credit, you want to make sure that your credit is working for you. So an unknown author said that good credit is like money in the bank, and that is so true. Charles Dickens said, credit is a system whereby a person who can't pay gets another person who can't pay to guarantee that he can pay. And that's really the lender process. And Susie Orman said, credit is a valuable asset, but it's one that must be used responsibly. Now, what I'm going to discuss today is not overly complicated, but it is a necessary step that if you want to move forward towards purchasing a home and getting that financing, it really does help for you to take these steps ahead of time. So again, that you can be prepared for that mortgage application. Now, the first thing you want to do is get your free credit reports. So you know that we have 3 different credit bureaus. That's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So you go to annualcreditreport.com and you're going to be able to get all 3 of those for free. So once you get those and have downloaded them, make sure you review all 3 reports. And you're going to be doing a few things. You're going to definitely check for any errors. You're going to check for misspellings of your name, your date of birth, all your demographics, any incorrect information, not only your addresses, but you want to make sure that if there's any errors in the debt that's showing up, you want to make sure that you address it as well. So if you have any debts, say the balance is showing at 10,000, but you really only owe 5,000, you want to make sure those things are correct. And so if they're not, you want to make sure that you report this and submit it to the respective credit bureau and make sure that those things are taken care of. Now, this is not a quick process. To submit it is not very complicated. It's simply some letters, and you can definitely Google or ask an expert to kind of help you with those letters to dispute, make sure that those things get corrected. But it really is a simple process to do it. You can do it on your own. You don't have to pay anyone to do that, which is even better. But it does take at least 30 to 45 days before the credit bureaus are able to correct it and update it. So make sure you do that. So once you have taken care of that, what you'll find is that there are a couple of sites that a lot of us go to, Credit Karma and Credit Sesame, that you can look at for your credit profile, not for scores. But once you see things updating, you should actually see them on those sites if you're registered for them. So when you start seeing that, now is the time for you to get your credit scores. And so you're going to go to all three of them. So what you may not know is that you probably have about 9 to 12 different scores based on the 3 different credit bureaus in these 3 categories: your main scores, your credit card scores, your car loan scores, and finally your mortgage scores. Now, the only place that I'm aware of that you can get all of these scores is myfico.com. Now, this is just a recommendation. It's not something you certainly do not have to do it. But if you are really serious about purchasing a home and moving forward, I highly recommend that you go to myfico.com. You need to choose either the advanced subscription or the premier subscription. I recommend the premier because your credit scores outside of the main ones update every month, as opposed to advanced, they only update every 3 months. So once you've done all of those updates, when you subscribe to myfico.com, you should not only be able to see your scores, but you should be able to see a refresh, updated credit profile. So everything that's on your credit report that you may have disputed or corrected should be showing up there, or if it hasn't, it will be soon. So once you get that and get that information, you'll now be able to see your mortgage scores, which is what a lender looks at. They look at FICO scores. They don't look at any other types of scores. So now, pull your mortgage scores. Once you pull your mortgage scores, put your scores in order. What's the middle score? That's what the lender's going to review. So when you pull those scores, put them in order. Left is the lowest, right is the highest. The one in the middle is what you'll look at. Now, mind you, you are looking at your scores in a snapshot in time. When you actually go to apply with your lender, it's going to be a different date, probably a different month. So the score is going to be slightly different, but just know that it should not be off for very much. So what you're doing now is going to give you a really good idea of what the lender is going to see. So that's it. So now that you've done your budget prep, now you've done your credit profile prep, you have eliminated the fear of whether or not you're going to qualify. You're going to be able to see what that potential score is, and you can take that to a lender, and now you'll feel more prepared about whether or not you can qualify for a loan. Even better, you will know what your credit profile looks like before the lender does, and you will be prepared for what they can potentially ask you. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is helping you. Please let me know in the comments. I do have 2 more videos to publish for you in this series. So make sure that you subscribe, you like this channel, and hit the bell for notifications. Now, if you are ready to get started, we can start with a discovery call. It's a 15-minute call where I can talk to you one-on-one. The link to schedule that is going to be in the comments. However, if you've already gotten pre-approved and you are ready to go, I have another link for a full buyer consult that you can schedule with me as well, and we can get started. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day. Look forward to talking to you soon.